In this video, we are going to talk about keywords, what they do for your book sales, why they are so important and powerful, and how you can find and use keywords in the most effective way possible to help customers find your books instead of being buried at the bottom of the search results. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me here today. So, what is the big deal about keywords? We talk a lot about having an amazing book cover, using Amazon ads, and creating show-stopping A+ content to sell your book, but we rarely talk about one of the most important things in publishing books on Amazon, and that is keywords. It is all fine and dandy having the best book cover out there, the most professional and convincing A+ content, and spending hundreds, even thousands of dollars on Amazon ads. But all of that doesn't matter if you don't have the right foundation for it all to sit on. Without the right or without the most effective keywords, no one is even going to see that amazing cover or that A+ content. And at the end of the day, there is a big difference between the things that we talk about all the time, covers, A+ content and ads, and the things that we talk about a little less often, which is keywords. They both serve two very different purposes. At their most very basic definitions, keywords allow customers to find your book. The cover, the A+ content, then sells the book. Both have to be on point in order to achieve the desired outcome, which is getting a customer to buy your book. Without getting too technical, keywords make up an essential part of the Amazon algorithm. The algorithm is a system that Amazon uses to determine which books rank in the search results. And while looking at the algorithm is getting into the nitty-gritty technical side of things, it is really important to understand what the algorithm is looking for so that you can set up your book for success. According to the latest Amazon algorithm, which is called A10, it gives a book a relevancy score based on customer searches, product descriptions, and other external signals. The things that increase your relevancy score include, amongst other things, front-end keywords and back-end keywords. You can't just throw a bunch of keywords randomly into your listing and hope for the best. So today we are going to take a look at how to find the best keywords that will get you into the right kind of customers on Amazon, and how and where to use those keywords in your KDP listing. First, let's talk about the different kinds of keywords that you need to make your book as discoverable as it possibly can be. When you are putting together your list of keywords that you will eventually want to use, you have to look at it from the customer's point of view. Put yourself in the customer's shoes and go through this keyword collection or keyword gathering process as though you were a customer. The first and probably the most important keyword is going to be in the title of your book. Ideally, you want your main keyword to be the title of your book, because an Amazon customer isn't going to know and search for the title of your book unless it contains keywords. For example, a customer is highly likely to search for word search puzzle book, but if you try to be creative or inventive to create a really unique name for your book, and you name your word search puzzle book something like Brainbusters, then customers aren't going to find it because they aren't going to be typing and searching into the Amazon search bar keywords like Brainbusters. So here, if you aren't exactly sure what the main keyword of your book should be, then perhaps doing a little bit of research on Amazon can be helpful. Look for other books that are similar to yours and see what other publishers are calling their books or what main keyword is being used. All I've done here is go to the best sellers under the category of logic and brain teasers, because this is probably where a lot of puzzle books are going to come up within categories, and let's see what they're calling them. So although this one has called it the ultimate baby boomer, they have included the main keyword, which is going to be crossword puzzle book, because that is what the customers are actually going to be searching for. This one here is also just named theirs crossword puzzles, large print crossword puzzles, math riddles, Sudoku, and I've just done a search for the keyword word search just to see if the books themselves are primarily going to be called word search books, and it looks like they are. So other publishers aren't really using other keywords on the covers of their book or They're not calling their books anything else other than word search. So the main keyword that customers are going to be typing in is word search. And we can see that every single one of these books has the keyword word search on them. And as an example here, if this particular book, instead of calling it Brain Games Word Searches Large Print, if they just decided to call it Brain Games, this book would then not come up in the search results for word searches, or it's highly likely that it won't. In this case though, they have used that keyword on the cover. I was just trying to clarify the point I was making earlier about not being too inventive with the name of your book and making sure that the name of your book and the title of your book contains that main keyword, exactly like all of these ones are doing by using the keyword word search in the title of their book. The next place to add keywords is your subtitle. Now, a couple of years ago, the method for self-publishers, particularly of low content books, was that they would keyword stuff the title and subtitle sections. Keyword stuffing means to just excessively fill the title with as many keywords as you can without it making any kind of sense, or not being a title that you would sort of logically say to somebody if somebody asked you what your book was called. This is now a big no-no, and you can get your KDP account terminated for keyword stuffing in your title and subtitle if your book even gets approved. In fact, Amazon states that your title should be short because its customers are more likely to skim past books that have long titles. And according to Amazon's definition of a long title, it is being a title with over 60 characters. Let me show you an example of what I mean by keyword stuffing. Now, it isn't actually that common these days. Amazon has really cleaned up all of these books that did do keyword stuffing. And some of these examples are not actual books, but just to give you an example of what you would class a title as being keyword stuffed is something like this, where we've got the title should just be what the product is. So an art supplies or drawing kit, where this one has now started putting in all sorts of keywords in hopes of pulling customers in that may be typing in these keywords. So art set, art kits, gift box, arts and craft for kids, boys, girls, and then containing coloring book, crayons, pastels, pencils, watercolors, etc. So that's a bit of an example of keyword stuffing. And here's another one. It's a 15 pack of coloring books, and explaining that it's school classroom supplies, party favor gifts, travel activity. Really, that you should only be targeting one of those things. Is it a classroom supply? Is it a party favor or a party gift? Or is it a travel activity? Even though it can be all of those things, they're kind of just stuffing keywords into the title in the hopes of attracting all sorts of different Amazon customers. And this is another one, a coloring book, which has actually been uploaded quite recently, an Ocean's coloring book. But we can see here just popping in a bunch of keywords in the hopes of attracting a bunch of different Amazon customers. So coloring book for adults, kids, teens, men, women, girls, boys. Who is it targeting? A book generally wouldn't target every single person on the planet. An adult coloring book is not going to target a kid. A kid coloring book is not going to target adult customers. And so this is just an example of just stuffing keywords in the title, hoping to attract any kind of customer. And just as another example of one other thing not to do, although this isn't along the lines of keyword stuffing, but this person has added their title, which is I love to color, and then they've written that it's a coloring book for kids, 120 pages, 8.5 by 11. You do not need to put in information that is already on this sales page. So wasting space writing in how many pages and how big the book is when it is right down here for the customer to see, just a tiny bit below the title, so that space in the title and subtitle should be used for more relevant keywords, because a customer isn't going to type into the Amazon search 120 page coloring book. So hopefully those examples have given you an idea of what keyword stuffing is, some examples of what keyword stuffing is, and what you shouldn't be putting into those title and subtitles in terms of what keywords you might want to put in or might not want to put in there. So essentially just keep your title to the main keyword that you think a customer is going to be typing into the search bar to find a book like yours. Then we have the 7 keyword slots, and this gives you an opportunity to give more keywords that are a little bit less relevant to that main keyword and that you couldn't fit into your title and subtitle. So things that you think a customer might type in that isn't exactly the main keyword, but still relevant to your book and what your book is about. And by doing this, it's going to help make your book even more discoverable to customers. You do not need to repeat keywords as well. So these are all going to be new keywords in addition to what you already have in your title. If it is in your title or subtitle, you do not need to repeat it down in your 7 keyword slots. So what other search terms do you think a customer might use to find a book like yours? These are the keywords that are going to go in those 7 keyword slots. Now, at this point, you might be wondering how to come up with a list of keywords that is going to make your book more discoverable by Amazon's customers and by the right Amazon customers. There is a few ways to do this. The first, and probably one of the easiest, is simply by using Amazon's search bar to gather a list of keyword phrases that Amazon's customers are searching for. Just start typing your main keyword into the search bar and a drop-down menu will appear and it will give you a list of keywords or search terms which are actual searches by Amazon's customers. For example, let's start typing in coloring book, and as we're typing we can see keyword phrases and search terms pop up which are common search terms with other Amazon customers. So I started writing coloring and it's automatically brought up that other customers are searching for coloring books for kids aged 4 to 8. People are searching for coloring books for women. People are searching for coloring markers. But if we continue writing book, it's going to change those search terms and we're going to see the types of books that customers are searching for. So for women, for teens, for toddlers, for girls. And why is this so great? Because it's telling you exactly what customers are searching for and what search terms they are using. It's not something we have to guess. And remember that this part of the process, we need to be looking at our keywords through the customer's point of view, not ours and not what we think a customer should be searching for. You can also take this a step further and install a free Chrome plugin, something like an Amazon Search Expander plugin. And what this does is provide an even bigger list of search terms and keywords that customers are searching for related to the word that you have typed in. So let's go back to this coloring book example. On the left here in white are the suggestions by Amazon. Without a Chrome plugin, that is all you would see. But because I have the Amazon Search Expander Chrome plugin installed, it brings up these extra keywords over here on the right. So these are all provided by a Chrome plugin. They are an even bigger expanded list of search terms customers are searching for on Amazon. So it just gives you even more of an insight into what people are searching for, what keywords and keyword phrases that they're using to find certain books. Let's go back to puzzle book and do a search for puzzle book and let's see the type of keywords that are coming up. So we've got the words provided by Amazon showing that people are searching for puzzle books for adults, for seniors, for kids, and then they're also searching for specific types of puzzles, pick cross, pocket crossword puzzle, large print puzzle books, Sudokus. So a really helpful way to see what it is people are searching for and to give you even more keyword ideas that you can use within your listing. But this can only take you so far. And this method only gives suggestions based on what you have typed into the search bar. Also, in addition to the keywords you need for your title, subtitle, and the 7 keyword slots, you'll need to put a list of keywords together to use for your Amazon ads too. And you want this list to be quite substantial. And this is where a good keyword research tool comes in really handy. There's a few of them out there. Helium 10 is one of them, and also Publisher Rocket. These kind of tools just save you so much time and they expose you to keywords and keyword phrases you probably wouldn't have come up with yourself if you were doing the process manually and only relying on the Amazon search bar to find your keywords. I'm going to show you now how quick and easy it is to use a tool like Publisher Rocket to find keywords. So when we open up Publisher Rocket, this is where we land. We have the option of doing a keyword search, competition analyzer, category search, AMS keyword search. If we head over to AMS keyword search, we're going to type in here is just start with puzzle book and just see what kind of keywords are going to come up. So it's going to give us a big list of keywords that might be relevant to our book and that we can use within our listing, our KDP listing, and within our Amazon ads. So what you're going to see is you're going to see keywords, and then we're going to get down here to actual book names. Now, although you cannot use other book names, author names, or publisher names in your KDP listing, if you're running ads, you can use titles and author names, publisher names, brand names, and things like that in your Amazon ads. So that's still relevant if you're going to be running ads, and you might want your ads to target specific books or specific publishers. And so once you've gone through this list and you think that there are keywords in there that you want to use, you can just export it. Let's say you want to drill down a little bit further and you do want to do, say, puzzle book for kids. let's do a search on that and see what even more targeted keywords are going to come up if that was the title of our book. So we can see that it's bringing up even more specific keywords related to puzzle books for kids. And so you can drill down as far as you want to go to get the most relevant keywords for your book that is going to pull in the correct Amazon customer. And the correct Amazon customer is the customer that is searching for a keyword or keyword phrase that is going to pull up the exact book that they are looking for, which hopefully is going to be your book. And they ultimately go through and buy that book. Now, Publisher Rocket is a really fantastic keyword tool. It is not a subscription-based tool, so you pay once for it and that is it. And if you are interested in finding out more information about Publisher Rocket, or if you want to get it for yourself to make your keyword research quick and easy, there is a link to it down in the description below this video. Having a really good solid keyword strategy can really help you deliver the results you are looking for, and it is a very important part of the publishing process that you shouldn't skip over. Using the correct search terms and phrases is the foundation of getting ranked in the search results. So getting your keyword relevancy as accurate as it can be is crucial. Your main goal is to always be hitting the correct search terms that allows the right customer to find your book and ultimately buy it. I hope this video has given you some insight into the importance of keywords and how to find and use them in a very effective way. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.